Welcome back. This video will explain how to work with the Envelopes module in HearForm Pro. It's pretty easy to work with envelopes in HearForm Pro. From the home screen, choose the desired patient and then come over to the envelopes area, and we have two buttons on either side of the envelopes button. The button on the left, as I hold the mouse over, shows us that this will print a number 9 envelope, and this will print a number 10 envelope. So you can do it right from here. Let's take a look at what those envelopes represent. Let's go to the envelopes area, and I have here a number 10 envelope that I'm going to preview. It's called a business envelope. So I can preview that, and let me zoom in so you can see it just a bit better. It puts the assigned office location in the upper left-hand corner, and Jennifer's name or the patient's name right there in all caps, since the post office prefers that for their optical character recognition software. So let's go back home and change that. We'll assign a different office. It was pink before. Let's go to the Boynton office, come here and preview again, and you'll notice that now it's a green icon, just showing you that again that it's a different icon there, a different assigned office. So in the same way, I can preview the number 9, and let's zoom in again, and it puts the patient's name in the upper left, because this number 9 envelope is intended as a return envelope, slightly smaller than a number 10. As you know, it'll fit inside a number 10 envelope, and it puts the patient's monogram and their name right there. The assigned office is at the bottom, and we'll just press continue and go back. Now you can print those right from here if you don't want to do it from the home screen with those smaller buttons I just showed you. Let's look at some other envelopes while we're here. This will print a envelope to a assigned payer, and that's the primary payer, and the secondary payer is very similar, and this is just putting the secondary payer information. It pulls that right from this area right here. When I look at this information, this is the assigned physician, the assigned payer, etc. So let's go back to our envelopes, and you do have the ability to also assign those payers right from here if you want to click that button. It's virtually the same as the home screen going to that second dot. So again, the primary payer, the secondary payer, the primary physician, and the secondary physician, if there is one, will be right there, and it will print that information on a number 10 envelope, as you can see. Now you can rename these by clicking this button in the upper right, but in this case it's generally best to leave it because that's exactly what is accurate. There's really no reason to have to rename those unless you really want to. We also have the number 9 from the invoicing area and the number 10 from the invoicing area, such as if you're going to do receivables, but we generally recommend that you leave that alone. That just gives us access in case we need to make any modifications to those envelopes. What those modifications may be can be automated. For example, I can hide the return address on an envelope. So for example, when I click this button here, you'll notice it just puts the patient name here and nothing in the upper left. You may have a stamp or pre-printed envelope that you want to use, so you don't necessarily want to see that. And I'm going to put that back. Excuse me, I would uncheck that. And you can also automatically print without a dialog box, but it really depends on your printer. Sometimes a printer is a little bit picky or finicky, and you have to click a few buttons in order to print properly to an envelope. So you may or may not be able to get away with automatically printing without a dialog box. If you do need help, for example, let's go to the envelope, not just preview it. When I go into layout mode, I can go in here and remove, this right now is all grouped, so I'm going to, well actually this is not grouped, I'm wrong. This just has something in front of it that's hiding that, but I can remove this little information here, and then I can come over here and remove the logo. I'll just do that real quick and slide all this over if you don't want your logo on there, and then I can put that back or just delete it if I want. So this lets me then change that. Now I don't want to actually keep my changes, so I'm going to revert that and go back to the way it was. So give me just a second here. Go to my preferences, and I'm going to say don't save my changes when I exit. So we'll exit, and it's going to ask me, and I'm going to say don't save. So it put it back the way it was. I'm going to go back to the home screen just to show you the easiest way, once you have all your envelopes set up properly, is just to click the number 9 or the number 10, and that should print an envelope for you very quickly.